Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your Drive Home Podcast. I'm a Drive Home Podcast host, Ryan. Back with another one. Driving in the wife's car today. We have a Kia Seltos. I bought her this car last spring, actually, well before we were even married. So I guess I'll talk a little bit about that, whatever. Probably just going to keep recording these little things just to see how it goes, you know. Maybe I'll get something good. Maybe I'll say something profound, who knows. Doubt it. But yeah, I like this setup way better. I got her this little magnetized thing that goes right to the car, and it's a way better view than my car. So yeah, I got her this Kia Seltos. It's great, man. I love it. It's 2025, brand new. You probably have been seeing these cars out in the wild lately. I've when you buy a car, you don't notice it until you buy a car, and then you start seeing it everywhere. It's a nice day here in sunny Ohio. Finally starting to see some warmer weather today. After about a month of below freezing temps. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to see the sun again and a blue sky again, because it's been depressing, man. I've noticed people's attitudes. They've been better. People have had much better spirits than what they were in for the past month. It was terrible here. If you live somewhere warm, just be thankful that you're warm, because man, it was like -6 for a week straight. It's a whole 25 degrees today. That's sad when 25 degrees is warm. So kind of funny story. Well, I'll kind of tell the story about the car. Wow, people are just walking right in traffic. Like, I got a green light and people are just walking right in front of me. That's how downtown is. So, it's not a funny story actually at all. My wife, we were not even engaged at the time. She was still in Sandusky. She moved around the holidays, so she was renting from this guy. Really, really great deal. And he had a few properties, and he basically sold her property right around the holidays. And she had no choice but to either move out or move out. I mean, he really didn't give her. Close this. It's nice and sunny, but not that warm. Yeah, didn't give her too much of a heads up either. This was like right around Christmas. I mean, we had to move her we already had her Christmas tree up and presents around the Christmas tree and everything. And we had to move all that stuff around the holidays. But the catch was, he moved her into a very nice loft apartment called the Chesapeake's out in Sandusky. Very nice. Well, here's the thing. Yes, they're nice in the regard that, okay, it was a big, huge, like every room was huge. Bedroom was huge. Kitchen was huge. Had a view of the lake. That's the catch right there. When I lived in Lakewood, any place that I saw, even if you could see the water a little bit, minimum $1,000 a month. $1,000 a month. So the catch was, you move into the Chesapeake's loft apartments at the same rate that you're paying now, and it was like, okay, hell yeah, let's do it. So we moved into this loft, and then one morning, we were both staying over there a lot. One morning we both leave, and this is so dumb. Like, I don't even know what we were doing in Sandusky, because we both had to work the next morning, and I remember I left for work, she left for work. It was a cold, snowy morning, and we both were so tired, we literally stumbled out of the bed. And I just had a weird feeling, and I was halfway to work, and then I get a call from Caitlin, my wife, and she's like, I just got in an accident. And I go, get out of here. What are you talking about? She's like, yeah, I got in an accident. I'm thinking, oh, a little fender bender. So I'm like, all right, I guess I'll turn around. I turned around, headed back to Sandusky, had to call my boss and be like, yo, I, I got an issue, a car issue going on right now. I made up whatever. I had to take care of her, and I'll just tell on her a little bit. She also didn't have any car insurance. She didn't tell me this. Now, at this point, we had been dating about 4 months. Had no idea she was just driving around with no car insurance. I'm like, what is you doing? So that was a lesson learned for her. You gotta have car insurance. The car was practically brand new. It was like a 2024 Honda something. She was already paying like $800 a month for this car on top of her rent. I mean, my gosh, it was insane. My car that I had, luckily, I had literally the weekend before this had just paid it off. So, her car was a complete total. It was a total loss. And because she didn't have insurance, well, I'll say she hit somebody. I guess the person hit their brakes last minute. She was following a little too closely and smash.
Smash, smash, smash.
Right in the back of his purse. I think that person also did not have insurance because I talked to the cop. He was like, "Yeah, they don't have it. They're looking for their insurance. That usually means you don't have it." So luckily, Caitlin and this woman, they exchanged information, and luckily, and the girl did reach out to us, to her, like a couple weeks down the road, and was like, we want to know what's going to, she said, your insurance denied the claim that was placed. I don't want to get lawyers involved. And that was a year ago. Never heard anything. So I think that was just her only move to maybe get a couple bucks out of us. Just saying, oh, I don't want to get into it. Well, yeah, it sounds like you couldn't because you didn't have insurance either. So the whole thing was a wash. Her car was a total loss. She had a $35,000 car that we basically had to just scrap. There was a lot to that, but I feel bad telling on her. But luckily, I had just paid off my car, and for a few weeks until everything was situated, paperwork and whatnot, we were sharing my little Toyota, and she was driving me to work and then taking my car to her job, and then she wouldn't get off till 6 p.m. and I was getting off at 4. So there were some days I had to literally just sit there until 6 p.m. until I could get a ride home. Totally sucked. Not fun hanging out at work when you're not getting paid. It's not something you want to be doing. So I think I'm getting you guys up to speed on my life for the past year. There's a reason why I haven't had too much content, because I'm kind of busy with life. So yeah. So I'm borrowing my car. There's so many parts of the story. I'm just going to leave out the whole thing with her daughter. No, I'll go ahead and tell it. So then her daughter, around the same time, her daughter's father buys her a car. And I look at that like, oh, this is awesome. Perfect timing. This is almost divine timing right here. Because now we can use that car. Now we got 2 cars. Let me close this. So now we got 2 cars. Only he wanted to. This is someone who's never paid a penny of child support in his life. So when you give a gift like that, and you're that type of person, unfortunately, gifts like that from people like that come with conditions. stipulations. Really, and his his condition was, um, I don't want her mother driving the car. See, where I come from, someone tell my mama what they gonna do about my stuff, that ain't gonna go over too well. My mama gave real ghetto on that. You're gonna have my child tell me what I can and cannot do? We don't play that in my family. That really, that really grinded my gears. So maybe I won't make that. Hey, this is your drive home podcast, right? Perfect. Grinding the gears. Well, this dude really grinded my gears. Um, Had a little conversation with him over the phone. It didn't go over well. I mean, when you're not, if you can't have a man to man with someone, then you're not a man. I mean, that was my hot take on that conversation. To this day, when I think of that situation and how he was being an ass about that, it really boils my blood. It really does. But at the same time, our relationship was very new. We were only together 4 months. I'm sure there's years and years and years of drama with this guy. So there's so much that's happened. I'll probably just honestly never know. So, and also I always give people the benefit of the doubt. There's always two sides to every story. There just is. I love my wife. I believe her. I trust in her. But at the same time, there's always two sides to every story. So I'm not gonna go too hard on this dude. I don't know what all has happened between that throughout the years. But anyways, guess I'm racing this guy. So that kind of brings us back to, let's get back to the car. So we're shopping around for a new car. Luckily, the whole car situation was washed. She doesn't owe anything on it now. I'm not going to go into great detail as of why. I feel like I've told on her enough as it is. But yeah, I got tired of having to wait till 6 p.m. to get a ride to get a ride home from work when I got, I got a car, So what did I do? Literally, before we were even engaged, we went to Helene Kia in North Olmsted and we bought this Kia that I'm driving for $32,000. And it's fully loaded, baby. I mean, this is leather seats, moonroof, powered windows. It's got like even some self-driving capabilities. The screen is sweet. Maybe I'll take this when I get home. I'll show you guys the inside of it. Well, it's pretty messy, but her credit is, in the toilet. But luckily, my credit, because I just paid off my car, I pay all my bills. I got a house. My credit's immaculate. So I just bought the car, and she pays me every month. She pays me for the payment, and I put her on my car insurance, which I thought because of her accident was going to cause like a huge uptick in our insurance, but they didn't even bring up the accident. The only thing they brought up was a ticket that she got a couple years ago, but nothing about the accident that had just and I think maybe because it was just so recent. I don't know. I also have a friend of mine that works with me with my car insurance. He used to be a pastor at a church I led worship at many years ago, and I think he hooked me up. I'm pretty sure he helped me out big time, which was awesome. Because my insurance went from like $115 a month for me to like $185. Like, not even. I was expecting to get $300 a month, something just insane like that. But God is good, my friends. God is good. And we're happy. We got two cars, but I gotta tell you guys, it was not easy pulling the trigger on this car. Buying a car for someone I wasn't even engaged to. I mean, we didn't get engaged till April, and we bought this car like maybe a month before I proposed. Um, yeah, I guess the moral of that story is I don't know. You never know what God can do. Can't keep a good dog down. I'll show the inside of this real quick. Let's see. Let me see this cool dash that they have here. So like that scenery shows what the sky like. If it's thundering, it'll have like a lightning bolt come down. If it's snowing, snow will be falling. Yeah, just a nice all around nice spacious vehicle. Leather seats, very affordable. Everyone's getting Kias these days. They're great. Um, well, I'm home. A little longer episode this time. Got a cool interviews lined up. I'll also throw a little thing in here. I'm no longer a part of the band The Morning Bird. I'll talk about that on the next episode. How's that for a tease, huh? Alright. I'll talk to you guys soon. Later.